Is there a kashrus issue when eating lox and cream cheese together?
It's actually a very, very good question, and let me try to go back to the sources so we'll understand it. The Gemara in Pesachim says that we don't have fish and meat together, mipnei hasakon, some kind of a danger. It brings tsaras upon people, and therefore we don't have fish and meat together. In fact, it's brought down in Siman Pei Zayin that we could eat fish and milk together, but the Beis Yosef, that is the source, that's the main source, the Beis Yosef brings down that you should not be eating fish and milk mipnei hasakon. Beis Yosef actually links it back to Siman Kuf Ayin Gimel in Orach Chaim, that you should not be eating fish and milk together. What's very interesting is if you go back to Kuf Ayin Gimel in Orach Chaim, you find that there it speaks about not having fish and meat. It doesn't speak about having fish and milk together. Therefore, based on that, both the Taz and the Shach hold that it is a spelling mistake. It's a tos adfus, that the Beis Yosef really meant to write fish and meat together. He didn't mean to write fish and milk together, and it's a tos adfus. And therefore, both the Shach and the Taz, and later on the Aruch HaShulchan, the Chassam Sefer, they say that there's no problem whatsoever having fish and milk or fish and milchiks together. However, being that the Beis Yosef does write that, and it's brought down, it was printed that way, and it's brought down that way. Also, if you want to add to it the fact that it's brought down Rabbeinu Bechaye in Parshas Mishpatim, it's brought down that there is such a problem, a medical problem, a union of a sakana of having fish and milchiks together. Therefore, there are some that are really choishesh, and it's brought down in the Pischei Tshuva that you should not be cooking fish and milk together. It doesn't speak about cheese, he speaks about cooking fish and milk together. However, the way that most paskin today is, Sfardische paskim, most Sfardische paskim, that's the way that it's brought down in Ben Ish Chai, it's brought down by the Achronim, the Sfardische Achronim. They do not do any type of fish and milchiks, not cheese, not milk, any type of fish and milchiks together. That's the way that most Sfardische paskin today. However, most the Ashkenazi paskin that it's not a problem at all. As I said before, the Aruch HaShulchan brings it down, the Chayei Odom, the Chassam Sefer brings it down. In fact, it's interesting, the Chassam Sefer says that if it would have been any type of a medical issue, he's sure that the biggest doctor that we know, the Rambam, would have brought it down. Being that the Rambam doesn't even mention it, the Chassam Sefer holds that it's not a problem at all. What is the Minig Chabad? Interesting Minig Chabad. It's brought down in the Rebbe's Reshimis, Kuf Nun Zayin, the Rebbe's Reshimah. The Rebbe brings down that the idea of milchiks with fish, that some say that it's a tos etfus. However, the minig brings the Rebbe, and he says that there's a maseiris from Tzemach Tzedek, that we don't cook, like the Pischei Tshuva says, we don't cook the fish with milk together. Very interesting what the Rebbe brings down from the Tzemach Tzedek, that if in fact somebody cooks fish with milk, in order to prevent the sakana from happening, you should put together with it either butter or you should put some cream, and then it's not a problem to have fish and milk as long as there's also butter and cream mixed into it. Maskane, Sfardim, most Sfardische paskim say you should not have fish with any types of milk or milchiks. However, Ashkenazim paskim say that it's not a problem. Minig Chabad is that cheese and lox is not a problem because it's milchiks. However, cooking fish with milk would be a problem.